Hi guys, welcome to the series of Know Your B School, and today I'm going to talk about SIBM Pune. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the alumni club as far as SIBM Pune is concerned. I think if you look at SIBM Pune being one of the top 10 B school in India, and which tops the chart in Symbiosis colleges. So these are the alumni. They have actually like a lot of alumni, to be very honest. I just kind of tried to fill up in one slide, for the couple of companies which are important ones. So yeah, they have alumni, right from Goldman Sachs to companies like ICICI Bank, Kellogg, Aditya Birla, IBM, Infosys. So all the giant companies, all the big corporates, they do have SIBM, folks working out there. So that's the alumni club for you guys. Now, here is the eligibility criteria for the SIBM Pune. So the intake is 180. I think it's a good number, to be very honest. So intake is 1, SC 7.5% and differently abled 3%. So I don't see any other caste been given any kind of reservation out here. And you have Kashmiri migrants and international students. So that's around about 15% to the international ones, and the Kashmiri migrants you have 2 seats. It's an advantage for those who have this kind of a reservation. Now, how does the selection process works for SIBM Pune? So first you have to clear SNAP. Once you clear SNAP, then you move on to the second round, which is group exercise, personal interview, and written ability test, which is nothing but the essay writing, by the way. And then you have a final selection, which is the merit list. Now, the interesting part over here, which you need to understand, is how this has been done, by the way. So whatever SNAP score you have, that will be scaled to 50. So if you look at out of 100, right, your SNAP score has only 50% weightage. And that's why, like, if you're somebody who's got a good profile, got good academics and work ex, then you have a good chance to prove yourself in G, PI, and VAT. So this is round about 50%. So this whole bunch out here constitutes 50%. So it's not necessary that you have to score really good in SNAP. Even if you get a decent score, which makes you eligible to get into SIBM Pune or get a call from SIBM Pune, the actual show begins in G, PI, VAT. And that's the reason, a lot of time, even after having 99 percentile plus, people sometimes do not make it to SIBM Pune because they screw their GPA and VAT. So it's an overall selection. It's a 360-degree selection, guys. So you have to perform pretty well on each level of selection. Next. Alright, so that's the cutoff as far as SIBM Pune is concerned. Now always remember, this cutoff is going to be dynamic. It would vary a little bit. 98% you have to keep in your mind. This is going to be the safer side. It starts from 97.30 plus. So always remember, the safest thing to get a call from SIBM Pune is 98 percentile plus. So yeah, that's how it is. Then you can have a look at SC cutoff, ST cutoff, DAs, and the Kashmiri migrants cutoff out here. You can pause the video and have a look at this thing. Next, so that's the fees as far as SIBM Pune is concerned. So for the MBA program, which is the flagship program of SIBM Pune, the fees is 18.25 lakhs. And MBA I&E is nothing but innovation and entrepreneurship is 14.75 lakhs. Is the upcoming course will take a couple of more years to kind of come up to the record, but yeah, it's a good one to join in if you are interested in getting into the entrepreneurship or something that sort. Diversity, yes. So gender diversity, you guys can have a look at it. I'm more interested into talking about the academic diversity. So if you look at, I think it's a little bit decent one. It's kind of stable. You have 17% people from commerce, and then you have, now if you look at like this management out here, this column out here, this is nothing but BMS and BBA kind of folks. So if you look at like 17 plus 19, that's around about 36% people are like non-engineers, and then the engineers do dominate out here as well. So academically, we'll have a good blend of people, studying in SIBM Pune. So that's the academic background of students who are currently in SIBM Pune batch of the current batch, I would say. Then the work ex diversity. A lot of people ask questions about work ex and everything, but if you look at the maximum chunk of work ex, so let's start with the basic one. So 0 to 11, like 7% people, that's pretty low because 180 is the total intake, right? 7% is like pretty low. If you look at from 0 to 11%, 0 to 11 months of work experience. 12 to 18, again, something that you can ignore, but something that you can really stay focused on is this part and this part. This part. Now, if you look at above 24 months, now 24 months category dominates the WorkX bracket, by the way. So you have 19 to 24 months, only 11%. So if you look at 1 year, rather zero, I would not say zero, by the way. So if you look at, say 0 to 11 is 7% negligent. But if I look at people 1 to 2 years ka WorkX, I think this chunk is quite a lot, which is round about, like 37% plus. So if you look at the average WorkX as far as SIBM Pune is concerned, I think this is going to go around about 15 to 17 months. Nothing great as such, to be very honest. But again, freshers do dominate here. More than 1/3 batch is freshers. And if you look at, to be very honest, like if you ask me, I think this category is also a freshers category. 12 to 18 months, fairly okay, not a problem. Fairly okay, that's 1.5 year. And this category is like 1.5 year plus. Now, what happens out here? Like if you're a fresher, right? If you're a fresher, then it's always good to kind of, score a little bit more as far as your GE, as far as your VAT, as far as your PI is concerned, because, people out here, they, like somebody who has like 24 months plus experience will definitely get certain marks on work experience basis, but it's not like that. There is no huge gap out here. So if you're a fresher or you are a WorkX guys, doesn't matter if you score really well. Yeah, if you're at the bottom, like if you're somebody who's got who's a fresher, 97.50 percentile, and if you go to call from SIBM Pune, then you've got to work really hard, in GEPI VAT to kind of, beat the person who's coming with like say 24 months plus WorkX and with like say same percentile which you have. So it's a simple thing, right? You got to score a little bit higher to get into a college like SIBM Pune, because it's the overall evaluation that these guys are focusing on. Next, placements, no doubt, pretty awesome. Look at the chart, look at the statistics, looks pretty good as far as current economic scenario is concerned. This is a 2018 data. So yeah, this is the current placement that we're talking about. Number of offers 191, 180 folks out there, offers are more than that. It's a good deal. 85 companies are there. Now, if you look at 85 companies, now this is something doesn't blow me away, right? So what I'm interested in looking at is the new recruiter. That's 48, which is more than 50% of the total recruiters. 48. Now, why you will have new recruiters added onto your portfolio? Just because you've got a good brand, like, you're a good college, you are like one of the reputed brand in the country, which I always say, by the way. Cool. So, yeah, so 48 new recruiters. It's a good sign for a B school. Number of PPOs. PPOs is basically pre-placement offer. So, you get a job even before the other folks are placed. So, PPO basically is a product of your summers. So, 63. So, if I look at from that perspective, so 180 seats. So, round about 30% batch is getting, around about 30 to 40% batch is getting placed in PPO. I think that's a good number. That's a pretty good number. So 40%, close by 35 to 40% batch is getting PPO. I think that's a good number, because then all these other companies are only for, the rest of the janta, like 180 minus 63, jo bhi bacha, like round about, 120 people, yeah, they are competing. So your competition goes down, by the way. Average salary, 16.23. That's nice. It's a good number. What you should be looking at is the top average salary, like top 50 people out here. This is something that you should be looking at. Definitely, you got to be in top 50 out of 180. I think wo possible hai. What is top 50 is basically top 25% people here. So I think that's still okay. Top 25 to 30% ka janta mein rehna is not a big deal. Aap kar sakte ho if you study very well. And if you look at top 50 is 23, and if you look at top 100, 20.7 lakhs. So I think not much variations actually. It means the companies on the campus are giving a good kind of a package. So with this average, I think round about iska package jo hoga wo minimum hoga round about 15 से 16 लाख की range में होगा, because आपका जो average है वो काफी अच्छा खासा है. आपका हाईएस्ट सैलरी इतना नहीं है, जहां तक 40-50 lakhs का आपका हाईएस्ट सैलरी नहीं है. आपका हाईएस्ट सैलरी is 28. तो अगर मैं इन तीनों की बात करूंगा तो तीनों में ज्यादा फर्क है नहीं. That's the reason I would say जो एवरेज सैलरी होती है, एवरेज सैलरी मेरे लिए क्या होती है बेसिकली, मतलब 180 बच्चों में से कितने ज्यादा बच्चों को वो एक नंबर मिलता है. तो मेरे ख्याल से ये 14 से लेके 15 lakhs के तकरीबन चलेगा. इसलिए इन लोगों का हाईएस्ट कम होने के बाद भी इन लोगों का एवरेज ज्यादा है. So that's how it works. So I think it's a pretty good deal for you guys. So if you're getting into SIBM Pune, you can and being a good student, you can, being an average student, you can expect to get round about 14 to 15 lakhs का salary आराम से यहाँ पे. Now one thing that I wanted to make mention out here, which is good for you guys, is that this year in 2017 the stipend for the summer internship went up by 45%. I mean, that's a really good sign, and this is a phenomenal number, to be very honest. Looking at the economy, the way it's growing, and looking at the competition in the B schools, I think this is a phenomenal number. So you can go ahead and you can check out your stipends out here. So again, you know, these guys have given a good data. So like top 50 offers and top 100 offers. I think it's a good thing, right? You know, even if you look at stipend wise, I think these guys are close to Jamnalal Bajaj. I think, yeah, fairly better. Yeah, so they're doing pretty good job. So yeah, so stipend wise, summers wise, I think they are pretty good. Key statistics, 56 recruiters, number of offers 195. It's okay, yaar. When you're in SIBM, you don't have to worry about getting summer placements and all that. By default, you will get it. So that's not a big deal. But yeah, statistics look really impressive, by the way. Okay, recruiters. This is something you must be very much interested. Anyways, I'm not going to walk you through the entire list of the recruiters, but couple of companies that you can dream to work with. I can quickly highlight over here. That's Dell. What you have, GlaxoSmithKline. That's okay. Wipro. That's okay. Henkel, which is okay. Laurel India. Yes, that's something you want to get into. Conglomerates. I think most of the conglomerates are visiting SIBM Pune, so that's a good sign. BFSI, Goldman Sachs, and other companies, by the way. Morgan Stanley. Okay, RBL Bank. Now you'll say that what the hell RBL Bank is doing on SIBM Pune? Now, RBL Bank is something which is upcoming bank, and trust me, RBL they give treasury rules to SIBM Pune folks. If somebody coming up with CA, like half a CA, like maybe IPCC kara hoga, if chartered hoga, you guys can get into a treasury kind of a role in RBL Bank. It's a pretty cool role, by the way. So if you look at good number of investment bankers are turning up. Morgan is there, JP is there, Goldman is there. I think Deutsche also turns up on this, but I think it's a back end, so that's the reason I have not included that. Consulting, yes, consulting. Let me have a look. Do we have McKinsey in here? No, we don't have McKinsey in here. Okay, we have Capgemini. That's okay. That's nice. But again, you have Genpact. I think you have Mota have good number of company. Accenture. I think this is pretty good because Accenture Management Consultancy goes to IMA, they goes to. I mean, they go to only good B schools. As far as Accenture is concerned. So I think it's a good deal. It's a good what do you say? Number of companies out here. Others, yeah, I think these are the companies that you can look out for. So the company list is always going to go up, and every year there will be an add-on as far as the companies are concerned. So I think overall it's a pretty good college with good companies, dream companies on the campus. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys, and if you need any help, you can get in touch with me. Do subscribe to my channel to know more about other B schools. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much guys for your time.